Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. So it is Friday morning. It's just before 10 o'clock in the morning. I just got out of Meijer, so you saw a little bit of the inside of the store and me going through it. I didn't talk through it because I couldn't do it hands-free. I brought my camera holder to put on the cart, but I forgot the mount for the camera. So and with this camera it's a little bit of a different mount, so I had to hold the camera, and then it just got to the point where it was just, I just started shopping. So I took you through a little bit of it, but now I have our weekly grocery haul for next week, and so we should be good. And I'll just chit chat on the way home, and I'll share our grocery haul with you. Alright everyone, so we're gonna head home now. It is 72 degrees outside. It is supposed to get to 79 today. This morning, when about 6:40 in the morning, it was 49 degrees outside. So our overnight lows are getting cooler, and that always makes me happy. So I had to get a couple things because Glenn's gonna do another thing of pickled cucumbers. He made his own recipe. He's got it written down, so had to get a couple things for it. So I figured I might as well do the meal plan for next week and get everything we need, because I'm out already. That way I don't have to go back to the store, and we can save on gas that way. So I made the meal plan for next week. I did it trying to use as much as we can at home already, so I didn't have to get a whole bunch for our meal plan for next week. And I even got the meal plan going into the following week, the Monday. So I've got a little over a week planned out for our meals now. And the meals we had planned for this week, the ones we haven't made yet are the surf and turf and the chicken fajitas. So that's gonna get pushed out until the weekend and later next week, because a couple of the meals that I had planned are going to go a little farther than I anticipated, as in the picadillo. So I mentioned I'm gonna make chado beans for Glenn today. So I'll eat the picadillo, and that'll take us today and tomorrow. So that pushes meals out a little bit, which is fine with me because we already have stuff for it, and I don't have to get a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I figured I'd just knock off the grocery shopping for next week already, and we'll be set. So yeah, I got up at 6:40 this morning and to help Glenn, and then I was gonna go back to bed, but I knew I had to go to the store. And after he goes to the bathroom in the morning, we just never know how long it's gonna be next time he goes. It could be 3 hours, it could be 6 hours, could be 7 hours, we don't know. So it makes it hard to plan when I'm going to the grocery store. And so I figured, well, I'm kind of awake, I might as well get up and knock it out right away, and that way it's done and we got our stuff. So I don't have to worry about going back out, and I don't have to worry about being in the middle of something at home and then having to stop to go to the grocery store later when he goes to the bathroom again. So now it's done. So yeah, I got up and I did the meal plan for next week, thinking what we had in the freezer and in the cupboards already. So got that knocked out. We're set, and it doesn't, you know, I'm not going to make a second trip. So that's good. Unless there's something that comes up on the digital coupon that I might have to go get for stock up. But other than that, we have our groceries for next week. And I didn't actually have to buy a lot for like meals. It was just like random stuff like, I don't know. I guess you'll see in the grocery haul. So, but it also took me a few minutes to work myself up to get up and go, knowing I had to go out. Glenn has basically said I've become a hermit because I don't want to go out as much. Like if I've already gone out, I don't want to go back out, or you know, things like that. And part of that is true. When you stay home all the time, you get to the point where you love staying home, and that's the point I'm at. But also, I don't want to be going out trip after trip and using all kinds of gas. So I'm trying to knock out everything with one trip, you know. So yeah, it's kind of two things. Yes, I have come to love to stay home. I mean, hell, we're paying a mortgage on the home. We might as well stay home and enjoy it. And I just don't want to use a lot of gas. Trying to save our gas budget so we don't have to put so much in gas all the time. So, alright, so I am almost home, and I will see you guys inside for the grocery haul. Alright everyone, so I have the Meijer grocery haul for you, and as you can see, it's not a ton because this is it. And we just ate lunch, so now I'm going to go over this. We just had sandwiches. I had bologna and Glenn had ham. Oh, I did forget something. Hold on. Okay, now I'm ready. All right, so let's go over the grocery haul, and then after this, I'm going to put this away because I'm going to show you one thing I ordered from Walmart yesterday that I could not pass up. It was a must-have. So let me go over this, and I'll show you what that was. All right, so I had picked up a loaf of the Meijer split-top white bread. That's not too bad. That's kind of in between what Glenn and I like, so got that. And other bread, got Glenn some rolls, which he had a ham sandwich on. And then for produce, picked up a couple of good sized cucumbers for Glenn's new pickled cucumber dish that he's gonna make, or I'm gonna make. And then got 5 of the red Fresno jalapenos, or peppers. So he likes these. I guess they're hotter than jalapenos. He's going to use 4 for the pickled cucumbers, and 1 is going to go in his chado beans tonight. And then I picked up 5 bananas. I try to get a couple at least on the way to being a little more ripe than what I like, because that's what Glenn likes, so he can have a peanut butter and banana sandwich. All right, and got 1 box of pie crust. Got a tube of Old Wisconsin summer sausage. So we have been sent this Old Wisconsin summer sausage in a couple friend mails, and I think we're changing over to Old Wisconsin because we like the way it tastes. So We were eating Johnsonville, but I think we're changing over to Old Wisconsin. So there's that. And that tube that was sent to us in friend mail in the past week, it's gone. All right. And then for canned goods, I picked up 2 small cans of Meijer pineapple chunks. And the reason I did that, we don't need any pineapples right now, but we never seem to have any on stock for when we do want them. And there was one time at the food pantry that I brought home a can of Meijer pineapple chunks, and I used them in the slow cooker sweet and sour chicken, and I ate them out of the can, and they were delicious. They were way better than Dole's. They were like a good yellow, sweet, they were just delicious. So I never like to have the big can because I don't use the big can all at once. And if I don't eat it, it goes bad really fast. So I picked up 2 small cans. So that's better for us that we don't open a big can. And I really don't need much more than this on for stock up, because we don't use it in a lot of dishes, so, or meals. But I figured I'd get 2 for stock up. And then got this thing of kosher salt for Glenn's pickling. And then finally I waited and waited for the sale on Land O'Lakes butter, $2.99 at Meijer this week. So I picked up 4 of them. I already opened one and put the bars in the refrigerator. These are going in the freezer. But I did pick up 4 for us. Land O'Lakes butter on sale for $2.99. Then picked up 1 block of extra sharp cheddar cheese, the Meijer brand. Just so we can have some cheese right now for the summer sausage. And then I picked up 1 bag of Lay's honey barbecue chips. Those are my favorite. Between this one, Lay's honey barbecue, and sour cream and onion Pringles, those 2 are my favorite. And I opened them already because we had sandwiches for lunch and I had some. Then picked up 2 cans of apple pie filling. So I am going to be making a apple pie today, so that's why I got that. All right, and then our hunt for breadsticks, as the Pillsbury roll doesn't exist anymore, at least in our area. Somebody had mentioned Kohl's in the comments, and Meijer had Kohl's. That's the first place I seen with Kohl's. So these are garlic twist breadsticks. They did have with the mozzarella cheese in the middle, but Glenn's not a fan of stuffed cheese breadsticks. But I just got these so we can try them. So it's empty. I already put them in the freezer. And then also for the apple pie, Glenn likes to have vanilla ice cream. So Meijer does not carry Kemp's ice cream, so I went with this Hudsonville French vanilla ice cream. So I'm going to get this back in the freezer. All right. So got 1 pack of bacon. We do have bacon for the chowder beans tonight, but then we're out. So I figure I'd get a pack, and we've been buying the Great Value, and obviously Meijer's not going to have Great Value. So I thought I'd buy a pack of the Meijer brand to try it out. And then got this 2-pack of pork chorizo. 1 is going to go in the chowder beans tonight. And these are original picante, so hopefully there's a little spice for Glenn. But if not, he'll spice it up himself. You know that. So that is it. That's all we got for the weekly grocery haul this week. And our meals are going to look like chowder beans tonight for Glenn, chowder beans tomorrow for Glenn. I'll eat the picadillo. Then we're going to do the cabbage and chopped meat after that. That'll be 2 nights. And I'm going to do that one next because I got to get rid of that cabbage out of the refrigerator. So we'll do cabbage and chopped meat. That'll be 2 nights. And then we'll do the surf and turf. That'll be 1 night. And then we're going to do the chicken fajitas and the pea casserole for Glenn. So those will be for 2 nights. Then after that, we have those meatballs in the freezer still from when we did the slow cooker meatballs, the Salisbury meatballs. So before they stay in there too long, we'll have those, and then I'll make some mashed potatoes for those. And then I think I'm going to make some real mashed potatoes with real fresh potatoes, because after that I put for some chicken patties, and you really need to use real mashed potatoes. So that'll take us all next week into the following Monday. So that's what it looks like for us this week. And that's why you don't see a ton for meals, because we pretty much have what we need already. So, except for like a couple of these items for the chado beans tonight. So, alright, and that's going to do it for this video. I got to get some pinto beans going in the slow cooker, but that'll be in the next video. So I got to get, I was going to show you what I couldn't pass up. So let me put this away quick and I'll bring that on. Alright everyone, so here it is. This is what I could not pass up at Walmart. I did not go to Walmart. What I was doing was, when I was pricing out the picadillo, so I was pricing out the ground beef and all the canned goods, and I was on the Walmart site, and when I priced out the ground beef, I just kind of scrolled through it to see if there's any good sales, and I came across this 10-pound tube of ground beef. It is the 7327, but that's what we normally get because you get more flavor with the higher fat content. So I saw this and I saw a sale price on it, and it was $10 off. I kid you not. The normal price for this is $49.90 something, and it was on sale for $39.90 something. So there was no way I was going to pass that up for $10 off. That brings each pound of ground beef to $3.90 something cents, less than $4. So yes, it cost initially to get the whole thing, but that means we have 10 pounds of ground beef at less than $4 a pound going in our freezer. Because I was actually thinking we were only going to be able to buy maybe a 5-pound tube next week or the week after, because with that picadillo I used our last pound of ground beef, so I was getting a little concerned. But when I saw that, there was no way I was going to pass that up. We had like $41 left in the weekly budget, which I had not planned on anything specific. So I thought, well, we got $41. This is $39 and some change, basically $40. That's what we're using it for. We're using it for ground beef stock up. So that's what I did. There's no way I could pass this up. I had to order this. So I ordered it right away and it got delivered last night. So there it is. 10 pounds of ground beef, less than $4 a pound. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. We appreciate all of you and the support you continue to give this channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.